Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Monday, the 13th of November, 2023, and the time 8:11 a.m. Central Time. Warmth throughout the United States. Interesting. What's it doing to the energy markets? Not a lot one way or the other at this point. Pretty close to unchanged with the exception of nat gas, which is getting something of a bid. I'm noticing in Bitcoin, I mentioned it Friday that I thought it was time to grab some money off the table, and the market has now been slipping from that 38,000 level back under the 37,000. Bonds and notes, big questions. What are we dealing with? Well, today there's no economic data to talk about, but there's a lot to talk about in terms of Friday. Why? What we're going to have on Friday is the government going to shut down or not? Right now, my looking at the market is that the route the House is going is dead upon arrival at the Senate and in front of the President. Therefore, it's nice that Mr. Johnson's doing what he has to do for his part of it. Do I think it'll pass? No. Do I think there's a chance? There's always a chance things can get modified. But right now, this is not the way to go. He's got a two-step program, part of the funding through December, part of it through January. In other words, plain English, kicking the can down the road, not really getting a budget deal done. And then what are the restrictions on that money? And that's where the details will come in. So rather than go into them, let's see how the two chambers of Congress, if they can work something out on that, work anything out. Right now, my bet is that we go into a short, very short period where the government does shut down to force everybody's hand. Corn market still looking to me on the weak side in the marketplace. As we're looking over at the wheat market, still there. Beans getting a little bit of a bid. I think I'd pay attention to that. Stock market floundering. Now, they try to rally in the gold. It's already given up $8 of that rally. The dollar index, which had been moderately lower in the morning, has come back to up 4. It's really a very, very quiet day. In the UK, you saw that Mr. Cameron is back. Wow. He's gotten a big position because Mr. Sunak is losing in the polls. So they have to do something to shore themselves up and get the voters back with them. David Cameron, he's certainly an interesting figure and certainly one that I think did a good job as PM. So we will see just if he's able to do anything with that new position that he's getting. As for anything else to do in the market, sort of a quiet day. Now, won't be that way in the morning. We're going to get the CPI numbers, especially the core CPI, which is expected to be moderately higher. Will that move the Fed off of sitting still? That's going to be the biggest question. We're already seeing today Goldman Sachs and one of the big banks, I think it's Morgan, they are sitting there with very different points of view. Morgan thinks the market is going to drop down and get over very quickly in about a year's time into the 2.25%, 2.5% range, whereas Goldman sees very big moderation in the Fed dropping rates. Time will tell which one is right, if either are right, in fact. Now, I want to remind you, one of the things I love to do is offer you information, and our futures trading kit has everything. I mean, if you want the Arun indicator, if you want the free courses on pivot points, it's there. It starts with 10 chapters. It explains to you the basics, but it's more than that. Charting software is included in it. Chart patterns. I pride myself on giving you ideas on chart patterns, what they mean, where they're at. I wrote this cause and effect decades ago, actually when Paul Volcker was around. Many of you don't even remember the name. But I dealt with M1, M2, and M3. It's as good today as it was then. My pivot point series, number 1. A lot of you get that. Then these chart patterns. Number 1, you can put them on your phone if you want. Number 2, put them on your desktop. Then, from the CME group, all of their courses, we're forever updating that with them. Our link goes right into them. They're all free for you, and you can take a look at that. It's all part and parcel of this trading kit. How do you get it? You either can call us, you can go to our website under the word free offers on the top left, or you can move your cursor right up here. In any case, I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a great day. I will see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Trade well.